and welcome to Weather Fans Live on this Thursday evening on the 11th of May.
Indeed, welcome, welcome, welcome. Can't believe that's middle of May already.
So message pop up on my screen, but sorry about that.
It's all right. So yes, been a eventful last couple of days, hasn't it?
Indeed.
With the weather. And I'm absolutely jaded from storm chasing, so...
And unfortunately, I've been at work for the last few days.
So you'll be jaded.
The storm. Then the first day I'm back at work. Guess what? A massive thunderstorm, right? Well, I would have been at home.
Boo.
And there was a few lightning strikes on Wednesday as well. Yeah. Right across from the weather window as well. Oh, and guess what? I was at work. So I wasn't too impressed for the last couple of days.
I know, I wasn't too impressed yesterday. I think I got about 3 lightning strikes, but I didn't see them, just the light of them and the thunder. But today I got nothing, absolutely nothing. Everything happened to the east, over York, Hull, that way. I was gutted. But I got to see some good cloudscapes. So like I was saying to you on the green room, you know, I've seen massive cumulonimbus right over me and a nice bit of a shelf as well. So yeah, it's been a good day, and yesterday was the eventful day. So yeah, I think tomorrow I'm going to have a day off and just relax. Yeah. So,
speaking of days off, after tonight, this is my last live now for a week because I'm technically on holiday now. I'm away from Monday, but Sunday night I'm just too busy preparing last minute bits. So this is my last live for about a week.
Yeah, that's fine. And
so I'll be back on Sunday the 22nd or 23rd, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, cool. I'm going to have a quick look on Weather Fans.
There's been a lot going on the last few days.
There is indeed. So I'm not going to go to the pictures per se. I'm just going to go to the posts.
Why not?
Weather Fans, and there we go. So,
and there we go. Let's put it onto full screen. There we go.
Brilliant, thank you. So the National Hurricane Centre has determined a subtropical storm formed in mid-January. It will remain unnamed. Next time will be called Arlene. Arlene, not Marlene.
Arlene.
So there's Sean with a stunning rainbow over Oxfordshire this evening.
Nice garden as well.
Yeah. This one's from Jake. Says, went out running for a funnel cloud, didn't really see it again. Saw a tiny one trying to form, but nothing like the other. Couldn't zoom in well enough with the camera, sadly. Yeah. I had something like that yesterday when I was at Immingham, and I had little funnels trying to form today as well.
Yeah, it could be just the updraft as well. Perhaps,
yeah, it's just little bits of cloud feeling the way. That's generally what they're doing, thunderstorms.
Rolling, yeah.
Bits of rolls, and this is between Wrexham and Oswestry. It was surprised actually because while I was out, I got the yellow warning for Wales come up on my phone, and I had a look on the radar, and it was just cracking lightning down the Dee Valley and down towards Wrexham. You can see there. There's another one with a bit of a rain shaft there. That's a lovely one there. Let me just put that on full screen. There we go.
Yeah.
Bit of a scuddy feeler there, look. And there's another one there. And obviously, there's a leader there as well. I call them leaders, you know, where they go out ahead of the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's the technical term for them. This one was from Deal, I believe. Yeah, Deal in Kent. Bit of a twist there. You can see a bit of the formation twisting as well. Be interesting to see what comes up on the news about these. Seen lots of big queues around this evening. That was the one I was telling you about.
Yes.
That was the one I was on about. That formed just to my south near Keighley. As I put the weather from the east killed it off. It did. Boo. That was the same cloud again. I was up at the Otley Chevin. I'm sure there was more in this. Let me just have a look. Oops. I don't know where they've all gone. There we go. Yeah, here we go. This one was from Margate, I believe. So that'd have been the other side of that twister that was showing up on Jake's post.
Could possibly actually, yeah.
There we go. So it's more of a wedge forming. Obviously, with the cold and the warm air coming from the sea and the land, prime thing. They did even say in the warning today that there would be thing. Look at that. You can just see the ridges in it. Look.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they said even in the warnings today that there'd be ideal weather for tornadoes. That one's from Fear. Hot off the camera. Finally got to use my MyOps. Taken in the Wye Valley.
That's a nice lightning strike.
It is indeed. One from
So
Gordon.
look at the BBC News app. I can't see anything with the funnels or anything like that.
No, they ain't going to be interested. No storms on the filed, but just caught the end of a rare cloud event. This is called a boundary fluctuation curl or something similar. I'm sure there's more knowledge. We'll expand this. Cheers to all who've contributed this last week. Good to get the page vibrant again. Big cheers to the mods too. Thank you, Gordon.
Thank you, boss.
Yep. I've been keeping him up to date on the local weather as well. Legend has it we could be in for an active season this year as we transition from La Nina to El Nino.
I've said something about that back in the winter.
You did? Because we've had the triple dip and we're moving now into El Nino. So, yeah.
Can I just pause you for a second and
Sure you can.
And just bring up the screen share I've actually got from Sky News.
Beep, 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 beep. Yep, go ahead.
Funny Cloud Spots, I have a link and share. Let's put that on the screen. Is that I'm on the screen now?
You are indeed.
Yeah, I'll just play this. I'm not seeing it myself.
You're this close to sending your idea out into the world. Create something. The help.
Skip ad.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, it's a mute clip anyway, so it don't matter. Sky. I think that might have been the one over Immingham yesterday. Unless this was today. So there was one spotted in Immingham yesterday. I saw the back ends of one when I was in Cleethorpes. Interesting.
So they're moving the camera around like they're making like it's a bloody video, but it isn't, is it?
No.
What if the car of the future?
Shut up.
Yes.
Let's get you put you back onto your.
Thank you. Yep. Share. There we go.
And hello from Daisy. I've just realised I'm putting your banners up. There we go. Sorry about that. I forgot about the ticker at the bottom.
So these are the pictures I took up at Otley Chevin. You said this is the easterly cloud. So this is the stuff in the east that I was telling you about that killed off that big cumulonimbus.
Yes.
That's, look, as you can see, there's a bit of a rain shaft there as well.
Oh, that's lovely.
As it starts to move in, as you can see the boundary line there. That was to the east as well. As you can see, the sky was a bit scuddy, shall we call it. That was also the same one again. That one's over to the north. There's Otley down there in the valley. And there's Yorkshire Dales in the distance there. I believe that was to the west. There we go, and there's that big cumulonimbus again. and that was to the east. So I was right in the middle, to say the least.
Just had Daisy come through on the messages. I
Yep.
did hear from a friend that there was at least a funnel near Barnetby, North Lincolnshire today. Got nothing to
That may
confirm.
be the one.
I personally have not seen any funnels. That's from Daisy.
Yep. And this one's from Daniel. I believe Daniel's in Lichfield or thereabouts, Brown Hills, somewhere like that.
Yes. Just
Peculiar.
the next city from me.
Yeah, I was going to say that's probably the one that was out to your east today. These were on about. One from Chaz. See there? Thundercloud just come out of nowhere. It was building. There was a bit of a convergence line going down the down the M61, M6, as I put there. I was meant to say a lot. Well, I was typing quicks. I was getting ready to drive off. So from Bury St Edmunds. This one's from Northamptonshire.
That's nice.
James. Oh, here we go. This is the one from Milton Keynes. See it there, look. Excuse me.
Definitely a funnel there.
Definitely, yep. Here we go. So probably this one that was photographed by a resident in Wing. There we go.
Just about to see that, yeah.
Yeah, little rope, as the Yankee Doodle Dandies call it. So probably from that one, Mel reckons. There we go. So much like the cloudscapes I got yesterday when I was out on the sea as well. Crazy. I was off the Isle of Wight. Yep. Came across a tasty looking sky. It does look rather humid, to be fair. This was in Brig. Was it? Oh, that was Daisy. Had a power spike here too. That would make sense. With all the static in the air. That was over Scunny. I was there yesterday as well.
Oh,
that's a beautiful cloud. That is plenty of outflow on it. Just overtopping.
And the envelopes come out towards us.
Yeah. That was me live earlier. Wing.
Who's that?
It's the boss. Hey up. Daniel there, look, in Leach Vegas. Now we'll get to the weather in a minute. Just have a quick look at the ones from yesterday. That's me again and again and again and again. As you could see there, in this area here, that's where it was starting to lower. Over there, as you can see. I don't think I zoomed in enough. There's the magic finger. So yeah, a lowly 1,259 lightning strikes yesterday. I was in this area here. So yeah, I missed out on the fun. That one's from Daniel. Daniel again. Interesting wall cloud. Much the same as yesterday. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully if you've got any more pictures, tag Gordon in them, because I think he was looking to make a video. So I think he posted somewhere in the group yesterday. Let me just go to the post if I can find it.
It's at the top, we're going on past it.
Was it all the way up the top, were it?
Near the top.
Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, there it is. So if you go to this one here and leave your pictures in there or videos, clips, whatever, try and keep them short if you can.
I would say personally under 30 seconds. So if a lot of people send them in like 3 or 4 minutes long, there's no chance we're going to see them all. So I'll say it's about 30 seconds longer, there's more likely chance we see them.
Yeah, so pictures, try and do them in landscape if you can. any kind of picture, but preferably in landscape, and videos the same as well, and try and keep them to around about 30 seconds. So it's less editing for Gordon to do. You can just go bang, 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 video done, and then everyone gets a mention then. So yeah, go to the.
Sorry, I've just got my mouthful of crisps there. Also, if you keep it under 30 seconds, there's more like a chance that we could even show it on the live here as well. We're looking at your pictures.
Definitely.
That's nice.
So yeah. So like I say, leave your pictures, post your best pictures and posts on that thread. Right. Let's go to the UKV and see what's going on here.
Lots of caring.
So this is the area I was looking at earlier on, which is obviously died a death now.
Got 10 hours on something a bit dark.
So 23, 24. So we've got a bit of low cloud coming in from the east tonight. Sea hard and fret. So we'll probably make it all the way across the Pennines. If it was northeasterly, we could have had the that phenomena again. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but
how?
No, there's that phenomena that comes over the top of the Pennines into Lancashire. Oh, bloody neck! It's gone out of my head.
It'll come to you in a minute.
And it goes down and then sort of like curls over. It has really strong wind on the other side. I told you guys about it anyway.
I called it tripping.
Anyway, so 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, cloudy, temperatures between 6 and 10 degrees, possibly 11 in the southwest and the southeast. Let's have a look. I believe tomorrow is going to be a more quieter day. So we've got this band moving in from the east, moving westwards, which may cause a bit of instability, but it looks like a generally cloudy day tomorrow. There we go. So look at the maximums. Cooler day than what it was today in the east, around about 10 to 12 degrees under the low cloud, but out to the east between 18 and 20, I would say. But right in the far west, so somewhere like Blackpool, maybe Southport, Aberystwyth, maybe down Swansea way and Fishguard over into Ireland as well. Or could be looking at 17, 18, possibly 20 degrees. So, quick look at this, see where this goes. So that hard and fret keeps the cloud base quite low. Have a look at the fog fraction. Let's have a look. Yeah, there could be a bit of fog over the tops and over the North York moors as well. Let's have a look at the minimums for Saturday morning, between 6 and 10 again. Back to let's have a look, see what Saturday's got. That low cloud then burns back to the coast by the look of it. And there's got a few pokey showers around the coast, so around West Wales into southern England. Could be some pokey showers there, giving a bit of sea breeze. Let's have a look at the temperatures. Interesting. 20, 21, maybe 22 in the south. To the east, well, in the east, around about between 12 and 17. To the west of the Pennines, you're looking between 18 and 20. Midlands, 16, 17 degrees. Scotland, between 16 and 19 degrees. Same for Ireland as well. But like I say, across the very south, where them thunderstorms pop up, between 20 and 22 degrees. There's a 22 there in Weymouth. Somewhere like that. Not Weymouth. Probably Bournemouth, somewhere like that, 22 degrees. Let's go back to here, see what goes on for Sunday. So them showers soon die a death. Obviously, we're not at peak heating at the moment. Michael's at peak heating though. There's a band here which we'll have a look at in a minute on the GFS. Between 7 and 11 degrees, quite widely. Into Sunday, and that rain band could cause a few thundery showers as it breaks up across England and Wales. England, and maybe into Scotland as well. So look at the Cape, see if there's any Cape available. There is a little bit, but not much. So look at the temperatures. Could have a 2021, maybe a 22 as that front moves through. That indicates cold front. And I was hearing talking a week about cold weather for next week. So I want to definitely watch out. And there's the boundary there anyway. So anywhere along that boundary could see thunderstorms ahead of it. But yeah, somewhere like Leeds, Hull maybe, 20 degrees over there, 21 there. Even where you are, Michael, 21, maybe 22 degrees on Sunday.
Oh, so I'm in the freezer.
At least you'll get out and thaw out quickly anyway.
Well, it's only half a day. It was a bit of a mess up with my holidays, but that's the story.
So yeah, that's just have a look at Sunday night and see where that front goes. Yeah, there might be a bit of...
Even I'm interested in this now. It's like, oh, what's going to happen on my travel day?
Well, we can go ahead. It looks like an actual all right day on Monday.
Yeah, good for travelling.
Yeah, I would imagine you're going this way.
Going from the Midlands up to the northwest to the far coast.
Good man. Might even come across and say hello to you and Gordon at some point. I'm busy on Monday, so I can't do it on Monday. But you're travelling Monday, so
yeah.
We keep saying we're going to get this get together, and we never do. Well, we'll sort some out anyway. So let's have a look at Michael's travel day, shall we? And see what the temperatures are like. Cooler, so between 15 and 17 degrees.
Yeah, that's about decent weather. It's not too hot, it's not too cold.
Yeah, it's moderate, shall we call it?
And the good thing is, it's not due to rain.
No, so that's an even better thing. Right, I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to pass it back to you, Michael.
Thank you. What I'm going to do, actually, just something else I saw from the Sky News. It's actually...
Daisy. I'm not a skilled photographer either, Daisy, don't worry. I'm just going to hide that.
It's all right. So this is from the Sky News page, and there's been a few funnels spotted around. So there's a funnel cloud there in Bedford. One seen over Humberside Airport.
That'll have been the one from what day you were telling us about.
So this is from Thursday 11th, so that's today. So that's been updated, and that's in the last 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I found a cloud seen in South Lincolnshire.
Mm-hmm.
That's no one in South Lincolnshire.
That was the one you were showing on earlier.
Ah, okay.
Corby Glen. That's the same one again. That the Met Office have put.
I'll have a look at that video in a second.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that could be it. Yeah. So let's have a look, see if this is play without a bleeding.
Yeah, it's the same one as earlier.
Okay. So that's that. So let's transfer over. Oh, hang on. Just bear with me a second. I'll just leave you on that. I thought I got my fact charts ready, but I hadn't.
It's all right. Yeah, so Daisy put up, I managed to get a couple of lightning strikes in stills over the week. I'm not a skilled photographer, though, so they aren't the best quality. None of us are. None of us are skilled. It's just learning, really. It's just learning, how to do things. And then another one, saying we had a couple of thunderstorms on Tuesday and they were massive. Wonder who that might be.
To be honest with you, from what it's like been here in Tamworth, I think Tuesday was actually our best day here, but I think every area has been different this week, really.
Yeah, it has. I agree. Right, so facts charts. I'm gonna mute myself. We're
Wednesday
gonna-
fact chats from 6 p.m. tonight, today, and we've got a couple of troughs, one over southwest, through perhaps around the M4 corridor up through into Wales. We've got another one through Southern Ireland up towards perhaps the boundary of Northern Ireland, and you've got the seclusion literally hugging the top like a hat north of Scotland over to the west of Ireland. That's how I explain that. So what's going to happen? We say goodbye to them, and high pressure starts to origin from the west. However, we've got this occlusion just here, which is expecting to come through parts of England during the day tomorrow. So that's going to bring like a spell of perhaps rain, or one more spell of rain really, or showers affecting perhaps East Anglia, parts of the Midlands, maybe into Southwest England, but mostly Southern England. I forgot what it was called there. As we head into Saturday midnight, we've got that occlusion through Eastern England, through the Midlands into Wales. And by the time we get into Saturday, that I reckon probably is dying a death anyway. And by then it might just be a bit of band of cloud, which will probably start melting away slightly during Saturday itself with this this ridge of high pressure, which was more likely to kill this weather front off it. Excuse me, anyway. Let's move that forward into midnight into Sunday. And we're underneath a ridge of high pressure, so it's going to be virtually dry. Maybe can't rule out the odd shower somewhere. Move up forward into Sunday itself. Then we'll start to see a change. We've got this cold front coming in from the west, and with a trough ahead of it, so we can expect to see some heavy showers possible. Again, the risk of hail and thunder. And that high pressure just gets pushed away towards back to the southwest. And let's bring that forward. For some reason, between 72 and 96, it just seems to mess around. It's gone back to Saturday there for some reason. Don't ask why. And for some reason, it's stuck on there. So what I expect is that cold front to come through during the day and have a night into Monday. Let's have a look at the GFS and see what that is showing tonight. Let's just have a look at the latest run. So let's have a look at the sea level pressure charts. With all this wet weather around, is high pressure is going to move in properly, or are we just going to revert back to changeable where we're going to keep seeing high pressure and low pressure keep flipping and flopping? So there's that low down into the southeast. As that moves into Central Europe, we're expecting that weather front coming through during tomorrow. That spell of rain, but as mentioned, it's probably due to fizzle out during late in the day and overnight. So it bumped into this area of high pressure, which is sat to our northwest. And then we've got that weather front coming through on Sunday into Monday. We've got this high pressure set towards the west, trying to set off things down. And it's not exactly a warm high pressure, as the winds are coming around more for the northwest. So they expect temperatures into the 20s or 30s or anything like that. It's going to be, I'll say, relatively cool on this run. And to be honest with you, looking into next week, it's looking quite dry for many areas. Again, it's not going to be heat wave territory. It's going to be quite cool with northwesterly winds.
Yeah.
Cloud amounts will be variable, so again, it could be changing day to day. We've got low pressure trying to move up from the northwest. So that might affect parts of like Northern Ireland to Scotland. And that high pressure just sits towards the southwest on this current run. Trying to reduce the low pressures winding up. But they just go towards its path towards northwest of the UK.
Yeah.
That ridge is still there as we're going to Saturday. So this latest run shows that ridge actually staying in force really through next week. I'll say let's clear Monday out the way.
Yeah, it just looks like there's those high ridges up, but takes a more northwesterly pattern, doesn't it?
We can't rule out the odd weather front maybe trying to come over the top of the high during the week, maybe give more cloud, a few showers. But this has got the high pressure just set towards our west. Even going into the 25th of May, we've got this low pressure over Central Europe. So bringing in a northeasterly really, so it's not hot or very warm by all means.
No.
With that, we've got to expect some showers perhaps down the east coast. And that actually brings low pressure up from the southeast, which is quite interesting. We'll have a look at the upper air temperatures in a second. So high pressure is never too far away, but as I said, occasionally you could expect to see weather fronts moving through it. So let's have a look at the uppers. So we're under relatively cooler air. So there's that system coming through on Friday, bringing in slightly warmer air, but nothing dramatic at all. I'll say there could be a spell of heavy rain. Saturday and then to Sunday, we've got that weather front coming down, introducing that cooler air from the northwest with these greens coming through. As I mentioned, with this ridge of high pressure coming from the southwest, it's not hot air at all. It is cooler air, so we could see temperatures suppressed maybe into mid-teens, really. But if you add to the wind and in the sunshine, it could feel quite pleasant. So yeah, it's just could turn less cooler as we're heading towards the end of the week. But as I said, low pressure is never too far away. And do we see any warmth come up? Not really, nothing significant really, I would say. Might turn cooler again to like days 10. And this is where we get our northeasterly flow. I'm just noticing actually towards the east, we've got this warm air coming around the top of this low pressure system over Central Europe. That may come around the top of it, which it does. We've got the 10-degree isotherm there. So possibility we could see some maybe thunder or rain associated with this. Actually, we'll have a look at the precipitation actually next before looking at the temperatures. So obviously this is a low res, so it's not going to be showing. It's not raining everywhere. It's the risk of showers during the day, but these are dying away during the night. There's that spell of rain coming into East Anglia. And that just could affect parts of the Midlands and southern counties. But that, as I mentioned, that will start to die a death really during Friday as it bumps into that ridge of high pressure. But could be some legacy of cloud. This is not showing widespread showers. It could be the risk of some isolated showers on Saturday, mostly for, I'll say, southern counties, maybe South Midlands, Southwards, maybe South Wales. Well, these will be isolated showers. And what we're seeing on Sunday is this area of rain coming down. Ahead, some showers will break out. Some of these could be heavy and thundery. That will move through overnight, weaken as it does so, bringing that cooler air from the northwest, and maybe some showers, mostly for probably eastern areas, East Anglia. Again, that's actually showing some showers actually towards the Pennines as well. Tuesday, again, I reckon these will be isolated showers really. Nothing significant. And Wednesday is looking mostly universally dry. We've got a bit of rain going to the far northwest of Scotland there, especially the Outer Hebrides. And Thursday, rain seems to move into the northwest of the UK, but looks like that's dying a death as it moves across into there. And Friday, looks like risk of an isolated shower. Day 10, it's the band comes down, as I mentioned earlier on. Could be a case where you could get bands and weather front coming down from the northwest. It's like maybe dying a death as it comes across. It's going towards the end of this run where things turn from the northeast. So this is where we start seeing that northeasterly winds that could bring in some showers at the end of the run. But do we see heavy, possibly thundery showers? Maybe. Could be in the southeast there. But that is a long way off. A lot can change between now and then. Finally, let's have a look at the temperatures. Let's get through into Friday. So temperatures, mid-teens really. 14, 15, 16 degrees. Where you got that rain, probably looking at 11, 12, 13 degrees. Saturday, it's looking quite pleasant really. Temperature into the high teens in any prolonged sunshine. It is actually showing 20 degrees for southern Scotland and the far north of England. So that would be pleasant there. But yeah, we're probably look at the high teens there, maybe very low 20s, depending on your sunshine amounts.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got that cold front moving through on Sunday. Ahead of this is the warmer air, which will then possibly trigger off those heavy downpours. Temperatures suppressed in the northwest. Monday, temperatures into the low teens. Tuesday, again, very similar. Wednesday, barely into double digits. That look cool north. Sorry, I look at the wrong one there. Again, low teens. And Thursday, we're seeing the temperatures tick up a little bit there. Temperatures into the mid to high teens. And similar for Friday. Could maybe squeeze out a 20 somewhere, I would reckon. Again, sunshine amounts will be crucial. And even as far as Saturday the 20th, temperature could even be up to 22, maybe 23 in northeast Scotland. But we won't go any further with the temperatures on that.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So, I think I'll stop that for now.
Yeah. It's going to be a rather meagre week, shall we say. Yeah, Daisy's put that she's had a thunderstorm less than a mile northeast of her location. Then obviously Dan's bought himself a few bits and bobs as well. And been posting all day too. Yeah. Good stuff.
Right, I'm going to have to leave it at that because I think my daughter's still messing about. So I'm going to have to...
go get her put to sleep.
Yeah.
No worries. I'm feeling tired as well. I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
Need it. chill out tomorrow. At least there's no storms tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, then. Thanks very much for tuning in, everyone. And we will not be here on Sunday.
Well, you can be if you wanted to.
I might be, yeah. If I'm able, then I'll pop on for half hour and give an update.
And even on Thursday as well.
Yeah,
I'm off for a week now. Sunday I'll be too busy. Finish off the packing because I'm away for a few days up to the far coast. First family holiday since before lockdown, so it's nice, well-deserved break.
Definitely, and it looks like it's going to be all right weather as well for the week.
Indeed.
So, you picked a week for it. Right, guys, I will say good night from him.
And it's good night from my hands on the wrong side of him.
No worries. Right, guys, take care and have a good weekend.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you again soon. Ta-ta for now.